Well, that was weak. Gotta do it again. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Stills. It's another edition of Kicks with Soul, where the slogan is, every shoe is just a shoe till you put your soul into it. And today, we are continuing on with the soundtrack to my life. This is track number 5, and we are doing 10, so we are halfway there, and we are going with none other than one of them ones, y'all know, to me, at least to me, this is just my channel, my opinion. One of the ones, we got the 1995 Air Max Nike Uptempo in the oh-so-clean Mystic Teal colorway. Now, this shoe right here, man, it hit the streets in, what, 95 to 96? And it's part of the Uptempo series, so if you know something. You got I know they got the Uptempo, then they had the Uptempo 94, then they had the Uptempo 95, then they had the Uptempo 96, that's aka the Pippins, then we had Uptempo 97s, I know we had Uptempo 99s, and I think there was a couple more Uptempos, just maybe one more. But this one right here is probably one of the more, besides the Uptempo 96, I think that probably is the best. But I ain't gonna say the best. Everybody like all of them. I think you got different crowds for different, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of, I personally, I would probably say the 94, 97, 96, then the 95. No, this over the 96. But I love that 96. I love the whole line anyway. I'm just trying to line them up from my favorite. So I would go 94, especially in that Duke colorway. 97 after that in that navy blue. These right here. And then the 94s. I mean the 95. No, the Uptempo 96s. But yeah, I couldn't really remember who designed this shoe. I don't think Wilson Smith or Michael Smith, the guy that created the second one with Pippin. I know it's Wilson. Mike Wilson, Wilson Smith. Please correct me, because I know I'm butchering my boy name. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't think he created this one. I'm not sure who created this one. But the fun fact about this shoe is, I remember the big deal was that, like, Kobe was wearing it. Garnett was wearing it. Tim Duncan was wearing it in college. But it was this full zoom length air unit, visible right here. 94, we always had that bubble. But this one, look, you can see all the way right there. Like, look at those zoom all the way from heel to toe. I don't know if it was the first basketball shoe. I don't know. Because I do know Air Maxes did that. So, or maybe, I don't know. I just remember that was a big deal for me, seeing that and, like, hearing about it from the streets. Because I was around, you know what I'm saying? I just wasn't paying attention to, like, the super features where, like, yo, they all had a full zero unit. I just remember that was what grabbed attention to a lot of the younger kids, and we was looking like, oh, that was nice. I remember, boom, that oh so nice Nike campaign. Y'all remember they used the Penny, they used the Jordan Concord, they used the Barkley, they used these, and that was just simply the Nike shoe either being like this. Sometimes I think they had it like this with these little teal little pods going up in a white background, and they just had a Nike number at the bottom. And I remember calling for the Pippins, and it was like around Christmas time, and they had like the Santa's little helpers. You can leave a message. I had to leave about 7 messages. I don't know if I ran my mom a bill up, because back in the day, you do them calls, they used to run like 10 cents a minute type. Like, I used to do it though, because I remember I used to call it, and they like, hey, how you doing? This is the Santa's helpers, and then Pippin would come on and say like 1 or 2 little lines, and then you leave a message. Fun facts, man. But the one person that I always would gravitate and remember wearing is, this was one of Kobe's favorite high school shoes. Now, Kobe wore a lot of heat in high school. He wore some Adidas. He wore some of these. I never recalled him wearing Jordans. I don't recall him wearing any Jordans in these, but these, like, when you try to look up pictures and stuff, boy, Mamba was dropping them in these. You know what I'm saying? Another highlight of my visual connection with this shoe is Sports Illustrated learning about Tim Duncan being the player of the year, and he was dunking, and he had these on. He was like, boom. He was sitting there, both legs cocked in the air. Like, ugh. He had on the gold. No, it was the white with the black stripes, you know, Wake Forest, and he had these on his feet. And something about the 90s colleges, man. Let me ask y'all this. Because we do know Barkley sold his own. We know Jordan sold his own. Who else had signature shoes back in the 90s? You know, Pippen maybe. But no, Pippen started coming like late 90s. I'm basically trying to cook up, like, who you think promoted or made a bigger impact for sneakers. Was it them college players putting that stuff on, or it was the NBA players with the commercials? That's my question to you guys. Because me personally, I think they was both neck and neck, because Penny didn't have no commercial for the phone posit. If you know, you know. Bibby wore that in a championship before Penny got to wear it. Had Penny logo on it and everything, but that was the first time we seen it. So a lot of those kids in the 90s, we would look at their team Nikes, and maybe this is what I can say a little bit. They didn't have, like, they definitely had them Jordans and stuff like that, but like I just said, this, Kobe, like, these were team Nike athletic shoes. So them kids, man, they had them team bank colorways, or they used to have teal in it. Wake Forest didn't even have teal, so my man Duncan just threw it on off the strength, you know what I mean? He probably liked the shoe a lot. But, you know, when you think about it, like, Jason Gardner from Arizona, Ed Cota from North Carolina, what's that boy number 40 from North Carolina? He used to wear the Concords, though. Forte? He used to wear the Concords, though. But Vince always had some nice joints on. Iverson, he wore the Concords as well. But Iverson had some other joints, some flights, some Forces. Not flight Forces. Like, he had some other joints, too. Some black with the Nike socks. My boy from UConn, Alameen, number 42, with the jerk, with the T-shirt. Cuz used to keep some heat on his feet, boy. He was probably one of my idols coming up, because I was a chubby kid and I had handles, and I used to always see this dude, like, he the one that let me know you could do it on a bigger level. And he was Muslim. I grew up Muslim, Alakeem. I really rooted for that guy, you know what I'm saying? And he won a natty with UConn. People don't remember. Well, I ain't gonna say people don't remember. I know y'all remember my boy, you know what I'm saying? I think he was on the team with I don't think he was on the team with Karan. He might have been on the team with Karan Butler, Rip Hamill. No, hell no. I don't think Rip won no natty at either Rip ain't win, he wasn't with Ray Allen. Emeka Okafor, was that Emeka Okafor and Ben Gordon's was that day point guard? No, because Ben was Ben. I don't know. UConn ain't my favorite player, my favorite team. I'm just trying to basically go down the rabbit hole. Them college kids used to put them things on their feet, y'all. Florida State had a couple dudes out there cooking. You know what I'm saying? That 1999 Souls, Signature Souls, YouTube, not YouTube, his Instagram page. I might have butchered the name, but he really put us on. I love seeing his page because I always share. He reminds us, like, yo, I remember him putting them, because that's how I remember. I just shared a Jason Gardner from you. Might be, is his name Jason? The one with the green eyes that played for Arizona after Bibby. You know what I'm saying? I think he was with Gilbert. He might have been with Gilbert. He might have not been with Gilbert. It might have been him and Simon. Because I think Gardner won a championship too. I don't know. Like I say, I'm going off the top of freestyling. Y'all know me. I try to just get you what I know. You know what I'm saying? And then we just kicking it with the flow. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, who else used to wear this? Garnett. And Garnett's before he got his own signature shoe, this boy used to wear the flight posits. That's why I love the flight posits. And he used to wear these too. So this right here go crazy with the old school Minnesota Timberwolves jersey. If you know, you know. I'm talking about that royal blue one with that green 21. Would just say Wolves on the front, not Timberwolves. You own something. This is it. This is it. If you want to have that Lower Marion, this is it. If you want to have, who else notably used to kill? If you want to have a Wake Forest 21 Duncan, this is it. Y'all help me out. I know some more people that used to play in this. They used to put that on because a lot of people play. They also had the Orlando colorway, and Pippen used to wear the red one. I ain't gonna say he wore it all the time, but I do remember him wearing that one. Cool Coach used to wear these. Derek Fisher. Oh my goodness, how I forgot about Fish. Young Fish with the headband. You know what I'm saying? Wearing the Lakers colorway. That just came out too. Fire. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with this up tempo. One of the most comfortable shoes. Like I say, that's gonna let you know right there. You sitting on a whole bed of air, baby. You sitting on a whole bed of air. You know what I'm saying? Can't go wrong with that right there. And didn't have this colorway in the 90s. I had like some. No, I didn't even have these in the 90s. I had a retro of these back in. I was in high school or college, but I had the black pair. I want this. This is the pair that you wanted. So of course, when they seen him coming back out, this is one of them shoes that definitely was in my top 10. Top 10 no, not last year, the year before last, or last year. When so many sneakers dropping, you be forgetting what shoes came out this year or last year. I mean, or the year before. Was it? Anyway, all I know, I think it was last year because we had the Lakers, and then it was last year. But man, I was excited for these to the point because of that blue. I mean, because of that white sock liner and white. I put these on feet maybe once, and that's where they gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? Back in this goddamn cage, because until I get another pair, you know, I'm only gonna bust these out when I'm a statement piece. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do. Statement pieces with regular GRs. You know what I mean? You know. Maybe gotta bust it out with the Garnett next time, or the Duncan, or the Lower Merion. Which I probably can't do the Lower Merion because it's probably gonna be a Fugazi, because Lower Merion don't show us no love and give us no Nike Kobe Lower Merion. Maybe an old school edition like when they used to do the St. Vincent St. Mary's, the Michael Jordan Langley, who else they had? The Carmelo Oak Hill, the Eau Claire, Jermaine O'Neal, shout out to the town. Fun fact, I remember that shoe. I remember that jersey being in New York when I ain't know nothing about Eau Claire. I knew about your boy Jermaine O'Neal because he was an all-star. So if you ain't know Jermaine O'Neal in these years, he was that guy. You know what I mean? He was crazy. You know, Indiana, Jermaine O'Neal too. So I've been seeing it. I was in New York when the throwback high school edition came out. What was it? By maybe 2004 or 5, maybe 3. You know, no, it was about 4 or 5 because they had the Mellow and the Oak Hill and the St. Vincent. So that would have had to be after 2003, 2004. So it might have been 2005, 2004, 2006. But anyway, when I moved down here and I went to an Eau Claire game, it dawned on me like green and orange, Eau Claire. And I asked somebody, I was like, yo, Jermaine O'Neal from here? They was like, you ain't know that? And I was like, wow, small world, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but back to these, that's all I got for you with the Nike Up Tempo 95 and the Mystic Teal. Let me know, do y'all got this in y'all top 10? Do y'all got this in y'all top 25? Do y'all got this, where y'all got this shoe at? This is only for my real sneaker collectors. Now, if you just come and you like to enjoy the topics and talks, I'm not going to put that pressure on you and say where you put this shoe at. But for my ain't going to even say OGs, because we got some youngins that they be on it, even more OG than me most likely. But where do y'all put this at for my sneaker connoisseurs? What is this to me? Man, definitely top 20. Definitely top 20. Well, yeah, every one of my track gonna be top 20. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's how I did. I know I just wrote my top 25 down maybe a week ago. So I'm really not even looking at no other list or any shoe but those to even do my soundtrack to my life. Maybe if we get to volume 3 or 4, I might start just doing random topics about, you know, other things, not even other things, but other shoes that's newer or what I like the most about a shoe, the best technology. But right now, I want y'all to get to know who I am and see the shoes through the lens of my eyes for a second, and we can just converse and talk about it from there. So that's what I got for you today. Track number 5, Up Tempo 95. Be prepared tomorrow because I'm going to be very consistent. I'm going to give y'all one. I'm going to try to give y'all one every day. I'll be honest. I'm going to try to give y'all one every day. I ain't want to do this today. My mouth hurt and it's a little swollen, but guess what? I still came out and gave y'all what I can. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to build this channel. I'm trying to get my algorithm up, and I'm trying to be creative. I'm trying to create a little lane. I'm trying to just throw ideas at the wall until something stick, you know what I'm saying? And then when something stick, you gotta go with it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this sticking, but I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the creativity. I'm enjoying something different because, like I say, I'm just trying to be in the lane with, I'm just trying to be in the community, baby. I'm just trying to figure out where I stand in this community. I don't put me over there with them OGs because they be grumpy all the time or they just feel like they can't get involved. I don't want to be too young. I just want to like sneakers like the rest of everybody. Don't put me in no box. So I don't want to put myself in no box. Like, so don't, oh, he don't like nothing but OGs or he don't rock SBs or he don't rock. I just never got into the A6 deck, y'all. And I got some guys that's been warming me up to like, you know what? Be you, man. If you find one that you like, get it, bro. Now, I was going to get a Saucony for my boy Westside Gun. Shout out to the town 716 because, you know, I'm from Buffalo. I was going to get that, but that was more a loyalty, support, and homie. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. That's the only thing. But I'm not opposed to all wearing, like, the A6 and stuff. I just, like, if I know I never done it and I've never been into that lane, I kind of feel like a follower for jumping because they're hot now. You get what I'm saying? Like, I like them for you. I like them, period. But I just like them more when some homeboys are like, yo, you put that on, bro. That don't mean I need to go buy some. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Like, that's it. But other than that, I'm not in no box. I wear everything. I wear all except the A6 and Sauconys and the New Balance, like I said. But I wear everything. I just haven't got any of those shoes yet. Matter of fact, I'll probably get a New Balance soon if Cooper drop one. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi, not really a big Kawhi fan. Tyrone Maxey might get me to buy a New Balance for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I love basketball. So I'm telling you, like, you know, I like the new job. So if they come out with some new technology, not even new technology, just give us a nice basketball shoe, I'll rock New Balances. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to that. But that's all I got for you. It's your boy Stills. Please like, comment, subscribe. And y'all know the slogan before we get out of here. It's KickzWitSoul, where every shoe is just a shoe until you put soul into it. Peace. Boom, boom, boom.